Good day, learners, and in this video we're gonna talk about determining measures of central tendency of ungrouped data. Okay, so measures of central tendency are values that represent the middle or average of a dataset. They provide a single representative value that describes the center of the distribution of data. So common measures of central tendency include the mean, the median, and mode. So we're gonna talk about these three concepts in this video, and we will start with the mean. The mean, or also called the average, is calculated by summing all the values in a dataset and dividing by the total number of values. So to solve for the mean, we will use this formula. Now the formula may sound a little or may look a little complicated, but actually it's easy to understand. The numerator simply tells us that we need to get the sum. We need to get the sum of all the values in our dataset, and then the denominator simply tells us the number of values in our dataset. Let's have our first example. Find the mean of this dataset. So the first thing that we would want to do for our solution is we simply write our formula. The mean is equal to the summation of x over n. Now again, the numerator simply tells us that we need to add all the values in our dataset. So in the numerator, we write 3 plus 7 plus another 7 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10 and then plus 7 over 7. Now you might wonder why 7. We write 7 in the denominator because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values in our dataset. Now in the numerator, we simply add all of these values and we get the answer 41 over 7. Now 41 over 7 means 41 divided by 7, and we get the answer. Actually, the answer has a lot of decimals in it. It's 5.857142857 and when you round this up to 2 decimal place here, you'll get the answer 5.86. So the mean for this dataset is 5.86. Okay, let's have another example. Find the mean of this dataset. So for our solution, the first thing that we would want to do is we would write our formula. Mean is equal to the summation of x over n. Now again, the numerator simply tells us that we need to add all the values in our dataset. So here in our numerator, we write 8 plus 12 plus 15 plus 10 plus 14 plus 20 all over 6. Now why 6? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values in our dataset. So in the numerator, we add all of these numbers and we get the answer 79 over 6. And 79 divided by 6, we get the answer 13.1666, and the answer, the 6 would go on and on. So we will just round this up to 2 decimal places here. So we have our final answer. So we get our final answer 13.17. So the mean for this data set would be 13.17. Now let's proceed to the second type of measures of central tendency, which is the median. The median is also the middle value. So we have here our definition. The median is the middle number when the data is arranged in ascending order. So let's have example number 3. Find the median of this data set. For our solution, the first thing that we would do is we will arrange the values in ascending order. So we will start from the smallest up to the largest. So we write first 2, and then next we have here 3, and then we have 5, and then we have 3, 7. So let's write it here, 1, 2, 3, 7, and then we have 10. All right, so notice that our n here is 7. Now remember that n is the number of values in our data set, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values in our data set, so n is equal to 7. Now take note that n is an odd number, right? 7 is an odd number. So in this particular case, to solve for the median, we will use the formula median is equal to n plus 1 over 2. Now remember, we only use this formula to solve for the median if our n, or the number of values in the data set, is an odd number. So to solve for the median, all we have to do is to plug in 7 here in our equation. So this n right here, we will replace this with 7. So the equation would become 7 plus 1 over 2. 7 plus 1 is equal to 8 over 2, and 8 over 2 is equal to 4. So what does this tell us? It tells us that the median is the 4th value in our data set when it is arranged in ascending order. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4th value is 7, which tells us that the median for this particular data set is equal to 7. It is the middlemost value when the values in our data set is arranged in ascending order. Let's have another example. Find the median of this data set. So the first thing that we'll do for our solution is we will arrange the values in our data set in ascending order. So we will start with the smallest value up to the largest value. So here we start with 8, and then the next number will be 10, and then the next number will be 12. Next to 12 will be 14, and then we have here 15, and then the last number will be 20. Okay, so in this case our n is equal to 6. Remember, n tells us how many values are there in the data set. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values in the data set, so n is equal to 6. And take note that 6 is an even number. So what will be the median in this particular case? Remember, median is the middle number. So since we have an even number of values, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values, we don't have a single number or a single middlemost number. Instead, what we have are two middle numbers, 12 and 14. So what we're gonna do is we will take the average of these two numbers, and that will be our median. So how do we do that? We actually have a formula to do that. The formula will be median is equal to n over 2 plus n over 2 plus 1 all over 2. Now take note, we only use this formula to solve for the median if our n is an even number. So what we're gonna do now is we will plug in 6 in this equation. So this n here will be replaced with 6, and then this n here will be replaced with 6. So the equation will become 6 over 2 plus 6 over 2 plus 1 all over 2. And then let's continue solving. In the numerator, we have 6 divided by 2 is 3, plus we have 6 divided by 2 is 3, plus 1, we have 4 over 2. Okay, now 3 here means the third value, and then 4 here means the fourth value. So let's take a look at our data set. The third value here would be 12. First, second, third. The third value will be 12. So let's write here 12 plus the fourth value would be 14. So let's put here 14. So that's 12 plus 14 over 2. Let's continue solving here on top. 12 plus 14, that's 26. 26 over 2, and 26 divided by 2, that's 13. So it means that the median for this data set would be 13. Now let's proceed to the third and the last type of measures of central tendency, which is the mode. Now, mode means the most frequent value. So we have here our definition. The mode is the number that appears most frequently. Example number 5. Find the mode of this data set. So what we're gonna do here is we will identify the number that appears most often. Okay, take note that 3 here appeared only once, right? Now 7, the number 7 appears 3 times, and then the numbers 2, 5, and 10 appears only once. So it means that in this particular example, our mode would be 7, because 7 appeared 3 times. The number 7 appeared most often. Let's have example 6 and example number 7. This will be the last examples for this video. Example 6. Find the mode of this particular data set. So again, what we're gonna do is we will analyze the data set and we will identify the most frequent number. Now take note that for the numbers 4 and 9, both of them appeared twice. It's more than any other value. And take note that the numbers 5, 6, and 3 appeared only once. So it means that in this case we have two modes. The modes here are 4 and 9. Now in this case we have two modes, so the data set is bimodal. That's right here. Bimodal. Bi means two. We have two modes, 4 and 9. Now let's have example number 7. Find the mode of this data set. Now again, what we're gonna do is we will analyze the data set and we will identify the most frequent number. Okay, now take a look. The numbers 4, we have the number 4 appeared twice. The number 6 also appeared twice, and then the number 7 also appeared twice, and they appeared the most, and they all appear the same number of times. Okay, so in this particular example we have 3 modes. Let's write it here. The modes are 4, what else? 6 and 7. So in this case we have 3 modes. So this data set is what we call trimodal. Let's write it here. Trimodal. From the prefix tri means 3, so we have 3 modes. Trimodal. Okay, take note that when a data set has more than 3, when it has more than 3 modes, then it is called a multimodal. Alright, so far what we did in this lesson is we've defined the mean, median, and mode, and we've studied on how to solve for the mean, the median, and the mode of a particular data set. In our next video, we will apply the concept of the mean, median, and mode in analyzing statistical data. So guys, if you think that this video has helped you, please subscribe and also like and share this video so we will be able to reach as many learners as possible. And also please hit the notification bell so that you would be updated whenever I will upload a new lesson in this channel. So thank you for watching and see you all soon on our next video.